guys, it's Jeff Keighley right now in Hollywood for an insane event. It is the first time we're getting to go hands-on with the start of God of War Ascension. And I'm here with Todd, the game director from Sony Santa Monica. Todd, you are literally just finishing the game right now, right?
Yeah, I think you can see the dark circles under my eyes. The team's been working really hard on this just to finish off and make it really feel like a God of War experience.
What I'm so excited about is we're finally getting to see more single player, because we really haven't seen much of the campaign besides that one demo you did at E3 last year. There was a little glimpse a few weeks ago of a commercial that showed some hints of it. But this is, I mean, there's an epic single player here that you guys have just been hiding.
You know, we've been so secretive on the single player, and I want to make sure that people, when they come and see it, you know, that we haven't forgotten single player at all.
Some of the other games are, you know, cool opening. It's like a James Bond action sequence that lasts, you know, 15, 20 minutes. This is like, I think it's the biggest God of War opening you've ever done.
Yeah, this opening takes us about 45 minutes to an hour to play through. And so what we're showing off is basically the first two bosses, and then we're hinting at the very, very final boss of, you know, what's to come and basically what Kratos is going to take down.
Let's talk about the scale, because, you know, 3 obviously did those amazing moments with, you know, Kronos characters like that. How big is the scale going to get in this God of War?
Well, in our opening level, you see the size that we're going for. You know, he's similar size to Kronos. There's literally a prison that is built on top of him. His skin's been excavated and formed into this prison, and that's where we open up the game.
Well, and I know this is going to be a more emotional story. Remember, you know, sort of the dream sequence, obviously from 3. Do you have something in this game that you think kind of amplifies that emotional gameplay?
Yes. Well, it's more of emotional storytelling.
Okay.
We wanted to show Kratos in a little bit of a different light, show a little bit more of his human side, and that's what we focused on. So with Kratos, it's
moral choices, or I mean, how is it? It's a very linear adventure.
Yeah,
right?
it is a linear adventure. So when we start introducing moral choices, especially with Kratos, fans aren't going to do those moral choices. You know, they'll smash them and then they'll go away.
So how do you change up the gameplay? Because, you know, God of War is known for such epic scale. I mean, after you know, Kronos and things like that, I mean, you can't get much bigger. So these sort of emotional moments, how does that impact the type of gameplay? I mean, is it going to be a different style of gameplay at certain points in this game?
Well, not really. I mean, we know how God of War feels, so it's really about just beating apart the enemies, ripping it apart. But in these story moments, you see kind of a softer side of him.
Now let's talk a bit about the combat in this game. It's one thing I noticed as I was playing through. I mean, at one point you pick up a sword, you've got this, you know, more melee. I mean, there's a kick. It feels like, you know, Kratos can get in there a little bit closer. It seems like melee is something you focus on a little bit more in this game.
Well, it's focusing more on kind of his roots. So, you know, since he was a Spartan, he's rooted in the shield, the sword, the javelin. So that's really kind of where we wanted to bring that back to, as these world weapons that you can pick up or you can take from enemies. And then we've got the blades, as you know, and we've adjusted what we call the rage meter. And so this is something that's, in the past, it's built up over like 20 to 30 fights. Now it builds up, you know, you can get it 3 to 4 times a fight. What it does is it unlocks combos, it unlocks special moves for you to use. So it changes your fighting style. You're always trying to build it up, unleash it, and then build it up again and unleash it. And so there's more strategy behind it.
So tell us a bit more about this boss we're facing off with in the first level. How do you pronounce it?
Hecatoncheires.
Hecatoncheires.
So in mythology, he is a 50-head, 100-arm creature, stronger than Titans. So we didn't want to do 50 heads.
Too complicated on the animation?
Yeah, and on the rig and everything like that. So we have 1 head, but we have hundreds of arms on him.
All right, well, lots of destruction. It looks fantastic. God of War Ascension, you guys are done. It's coming out in March for PS3.
Yep.
Go take a vacation and send me
me
a build so I can play this thing.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Just stop on by.
Oh, sure, yeah, I'll just ring the bell. All right, thank you, Ty.
All right, Jeff.
Thanks.